Okay, let's get started. Welcome to the mat, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, whether you're here live or watching this recording later. I'm so grateful for you, and that is why I'm offering these free classes this holiday season. We are going to do a vigorous flow. We are really going to get into our upper body, into some transitions, and also fire up the hamstrings and glutes. Pretty much full body, obliques, abs, everything's going to feel good. Mostly doing a mat flow, but we are going to incorporate some light hand weights. I've got my 3-pound hand weights waiting for me over there. 3 pounds or less, there's not going to be any need to go any heavier than that. And just listen to your body as we move. If you need to take breaks, go ahead and take breaks. Get a drink of water. If you need to set your weights down at any time or modify, do what your body is telling you to. We always want to listen to those signals that our body is giving us. So that being said, we are going to start seated here. We're just going to ease into things, rolling the shoulders down the back a few times, sealing the lips and starting to connect to your breath in the belly. Nice deep inhales through the nose. Exhale, either out the nose or through the mouth, whatever feels good. And then reverse the direction of those circles, just starting to warm up those muscles surrounding the shoulder joints. And also loosening things up. If you spent all day up here, shoulders to your ears, you want to drop them down, give your neck some space, relieve some of that tension, get into some of those smaller stabilizer muscles. So feeling the sitting bones nice and anchored here, lifting up tall through the spine. I just want you to make some cactus arms, so you can even let the elbows bend in a little bit. And we're going to start to warm up our hands. So you can just circle the wrists, give yourself as much flair there as you like, almost a little flamenco action. And then reverse that, circle it the other way. Starting to feel lots of energy reaching through those fingertips. Now feeling some warmth in that wrist joint. And then just come center and you're just gonna close and open your fist. Make a tight fist, open it up, start to warm up those fingers. If it's cold where you are, like it's cold where I am, your fingers need a little warm up here. One more, and now from here, we're gonna start to warm up our fingers. You're just gonna tap your thumb into your palm for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pointer finger in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Middle finger 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ring finger. Now you notice as you get closer to your pinky, it gets a little harder to isolate. Last 2. Now try and do that pinky, just the pinky. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from here, you're gonna roll your fingers in from the thumbs to the pinkies, spread them open. Roll them in, spread it open. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Let those arms come down. Take a few breaths. Bring those arms back up and we're going to reverse it back up, starting from the pinkies in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ring finger 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Middle finger 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pointer 5, 6, 7, 8. And the thumb 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now roll the pinkies in, close the thumb on top, spread it open for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Bring those arms down. Take a few more rolls of the shoulders, and then we're going to turn onto our hands and knees here. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, and just start to walk through your hands here. Starting to Really stretch open the backs of the fingers and your palms. One more each side. And then just start to shift your weight, make a circle around those wrists. I'm moving my shoulders left, forward, right, and back. And I'm trying to spread my fingers out as flat as possible, as wide as possible against the mat. And I'm reversing it, taking it right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back. One more. And come center here. Inhale, let your belly melt down, look up, shoulders are drawn down the back. Exhale, curl belly button to spine. Inhale, melt, look forward. Exhale, scoop belly button to spine. Starting to warm up that spinal articulation. Get deeper into that belly breathing, starting to turn on that abdominal wall. Now inhale, just come back to your long, neutral spine. Your gaze is out over your fingertips. Send your right toe back behind you. And with your exhale, lift that leg up long in line with your body. So check to make sure you're not arching your back here, lifting that leg too high. You want to keep your abdominals lifted in and lengthen the front of that hip. Now from here, you can maybe take the opposite arm, the left arm, and wrap it around the waist. So you can make sure you're not losing your form here. You can push the bottom shin down, and then inhale, just lower the toe. Exhale, lift the hamstring. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And as this leg is moving, nothing is happening here in the back. That stays really long, really supported by your abdominal wall. Last two. And one. You can return that left hand if you need the support. Now keep that leg lifted. You're going to lift the leg a little higher, again, without pinching into your low back. Keep that scoop. Lift the hamstring a little higher. Lower in line with the body. Exhale, lift a little higher. Lower in line. Lift. Lower. Good. Here for 3, 2, 1. Keep it lifted. Last thing here, kick your heel to your glute. Pull, pull. Reach it out. And the knee doesn't change at all here. The knee stays. The thigh lengthens. And reach. And the hip stays square. And reach. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach it long. Lengthen the toe down. Bring that knee in. Go ahead and take just a few walks through those palms again. And then set yourself up. Opposite leg reaches back. Start with square hips. Exhale, lift that leg. Check in with the opposite arm. Lengthen your spine. Support your low back. And then inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. We've got 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg lifted here. Now, exhale, lift it a little higher. Inhale, in line with the body. Exhale, a little longer, a little higher, and lower. 5, 4, reaching long through the crown of your head, shoulders slide down the back. 2, 1, now keep that thigh lifted. Pull, pull, and reach. Try and bring that heel straight in towards your glute. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, retracting that hamstring. 1, lengthen that toe down. Bring it in. Just let your hips rock a little bit side to side. Opening up those obliques. Now, you might want to give yourself a little space here. Keep the shoulders stacked over the wrists. You're going to step one foot back and then the other. Right away, finding our plank here. Just start to shift your weight forward and back. Find your leg pull. Reach your heels back. Pull your shoulders forward over the fingertips. Keeping that same support for your low back, belly button to spine. For 2. And 1. Now just center yourself here. And nice and slow, we're gonna lower down. 8, bend those elbows to the waist. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Relax your upper body. Stack your hands under your forehead. Let those shoulders soften down. And then on your inhale, feel your abdominals spread against the mat. On your exhale, feel your belly button lift the spine. And those hamstrings lift up, maybe your toes and knees cover. Again, inhale, release. Expand, exhale. Scoop the belly in. Lengthen the legs out. One more time. Now from here, keep that supported feeling. Hamstrings are firing. Tiny little swimming kicks. One leg up, the other leg reaches down. They just glide right past each other. The knees are not moving here. You're finding length in the hip flexor and activation right where your hamstring connects to your booty. Now see if they can get a little bit faster, a little bit longer, a little bit stretchier for 3, 2, 1, and rest the legs. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, find that same scoop. Lengthen the legs away from the mat. Find that single leg kick, bend one knee, kick the heel and pull, and reach. Stay on the same side, pull, and reach. Keep lifting belly button to spine. Notice if you're feeling anything in your lower back here. Really find the support. You can even bring your fingertips under your waist here, so you can encourage those abdominals up and in. Last one here on the left. Keep the legs active, other side. Pull, reach it long. Pull, reach it long. 5. Energy out the opposite leg. 3, 2, 1. Legs reach. Relax. Bend your knees. Plant your palms under the shoulders. Big breath in. On your exhale, press your body up in a 1 flat line. Bring the palms under the shoulders, adjust as you need to. Now make sure we're not sitting the hips back here or dumping into the low back. Same support, engage the glutes, narrow elbow push-ups, elbows to the waist. Exhale, press it up. Spread your palms on the mat. 3, 2, 1. Now from here, reach your toes under and walk your knees just a little forward. So you're kind of stretching your feet, round back into kind of an active child's pose here. You're pressing your feet back, you're pushing your palms down. You feel a nice stretch in your low back as you scoop your belly button up and in, finding a little curl. Now from here, keep your knees and toes down. You're going to squeeze the glutes, press the hips forward, open the chest, find extension again without losing the low back. Pull that up and in, lift your heart higher, belly button to spine, round it back, and press the hips through. Lift the chest, so your shoulders are coming forward over your wrists just a little bit here, and round it back. So you're using your exhale to press the hips forward, inhale to hold, exhale to scoop it back. Last 2 here, moving with your breath. And 1. Bring it forward. Now from here, pick up your knees, scoop your belly up and in, round it back. Now from the top here, you're not trying to drop your heels and stick your hips out. We're not going for that downward dog. We're scooping the belly in, keeping a little weight over those palms. Now same action with the hips. Squeeze the glutes, press the hips through, bring your weight a little bit forward, lift your heart, belly button up and in, round it back. This is our up stretch. Scoop, curl forward, open the chest, pull it up, press it back. 3 more here, taking it nice and easy, moving at your pace with your breath and focusing on the initiation coming from the breath and the action in the glutes. Carve it back. Now last one here. Bring it forward. Engage those glutes. Pick it up. Come back into your plank. We lower down 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Hold on to it. 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Take a moment, bend the knees. Let them rock side to side here. And then lengthen the legs out. And walk your forearms in. So they're making the number 11 with those elbows stacked under the shoulders. Now, before we get into our single leg kick, again, we're going to just find those lats. On the inhale, melt down towards the mat. On your exhale, pull your abdominals up and in, lift the chest. Inhale, melt it down. Exhale, pull it up and in. Should almost feel like you're on a magic carpet here. As you find that exhale, you're really lifting, hovering, almost like you're floating. Those hamstrings start to get turned on too. One more time. Find that nice hover, the length, the reach. Now single leg kick, pull your right heel in. And out. Let's stay on the same side. And out. Here for 5. 4. Chest stays lifted. 3, 2, 1. Reach it long, can your belly lift higher, other side. Pull, pull, extend. Pull, pull, don't sink into those shoulders. Reach it long, try to keep your knee off the mat. 5. Belly higher. 4. Hips long. 3, 2, 1. And reach. From here, let yourself melt through. We're gonna tuck those toes under. Find your lift, turn those lats on, and then scoop the belly up and in. You're in your forearm plank. Shift it forward, shift it back. Shift it forward, shift it back. Stay nice and long. Tailbone to the crown of the head. 2 more. Front, back, front, back. Find center. You're gonna rotate onto one side. We're coming down for a side kick. So we're gonna angle those legs forward. Bring the bottom hand down. Prop the head up here. And you wanna not sink down. You don't wanna be squishing your fingers under your armpit. Find that lat again, turn it on. Push your head back, top leg lifts. It sweeps front. It reaches back, and this bottom leg presses down. Front, back. Pulling the abdominals up and in. So as the leg reaches back, you should feel this waist working, reach, reach, reach. And pull it front here for 2. And 1. Reach it back. Now line it up with the bottom leg. Careful that hips not dropping back. Stack those hips, turn it up, turn it in, turn it out, in, push the bottom leg down, rotate. Now keep that rotation, kick up, squeeze down. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Now from here, bring it back parallel. See if you can take the top hand behind your head. Kick it front, kick it back, kick it front, kick it back. We've got 3, check in with that lat. 2, chin off the chest. 1, back, line it up with the bottom leg, turn out, turn in, out, in, 3, 2, 1, keep it, kick, squeeze, 4, almost there, 3, 2, last one from here, grab that ankle, bring the leg down, bottom leg, exhale, lift, reach through the heel, we've got 2, hold it up, relax that foot, circle front, 2, 3, 4, 5, circle back, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now your leg's gonna come more underneath you. That bottom arm is gonna come into that forearm supported position. So shoulder over wrist, top arm can wrap under the waist. Now from here, you're gonna use the outside edge of your foot, use your glutes and your abdominals, come up into a modified side plank, inhale, lower down. Modified side plank, lower down. 3, 2, hold it up, 1, top arm reaches, lift your hip, reach to the mat, come center, lift and reach, come center. We've got 3, pull into that bottom side waist, 2, 1. From here, we're gonna pivot, bring that back leg onto the toes, bring both forearms down, find your plank, open your chest, squeeze the glutes, shift it front, shift it back, front, back, 3, 2, 1. Now you can just come down and turn onto the other side. I'm going to flip so that I'm still facing you. I'm gonna put my headbands in so I'm not losing them. So make sure you're on the opposite side. However you transitioned there, turn that lat on, top hand to the mat, lift the top leg, sweep it front, reach it back. This side is always a little bit harder when we've been stabilizing with this hip on the first side. Even though it wasn't actively working, it was still working. Bring it over the bottom leg, we turn out, in, rotate, in, out, in, last 2. Keep it rotated, kick, and squeeze. This is a good place to feel this lat because you have something to pull against as that leg comes down. 2, and 1. Come back to turn it. Top hand behind. If you did that on the other side, take it front. Reach it back. Keep pushing your head back. Don't lose those ribs. They stay pulled together. We've got 2, 1. Reach it back. Now take it over the bottom leg. Turn out. Hold on to that lat. We've got 3. Smiling helps. Keep the turn out. Kick. Squeeze. 4, 3. Getting ready to go into that inner thigh. 2. Now from the top, grab that leg. Take it in. Bottom leg. Exhale up and down. 4, 3, 2. Hold it up, little circles, front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back. I gave you so many bonuses there. And 5, now lower that bottom leg. Press up, bring the bottom arm underneath you. So make sure right here, this is where we find that lat. Pull the shoulder down the back, top arm around the waist, side plank, and lower. The nice thing about this is you get a little stretch in that opposite glute now as we're pressing up into our side plank for 2, and 1. Arm reaches, lift higher in the curve, come center. 4, 3, 2, 1. We are going to shift, come onto the toes, send the other leg back, shift it front, shift it back, front, back, 3, 2, 1, come center, gently bring those knees down, kick your heels in, walk your hands in, squeeze those glutes, you know it's coming, inhale bend, exhale press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Scoop your hips back, toes together, knees wide. Take a nice stretch here. Relax those shoulders. Breathe into your back ribs. And curl it and roll up. Relax those shoulders. Now is a great time to get a drink of water. We're going to move into our weight section. Okay, So we're gonna really focus on form, where we're holding these weights from, so that we are not getting into our neck and shoulders. So if you start feeling the neck and shoulders working a lot here, I'm gonna lose this because it's warm, and you're gonna see better. Okay, so if you're somebody that gets a lot of tension here in your neck and shoulders, you might even want to do this without the weights, or go lighter, or just use your bangles if that's what you have. But I want you to focus on how your rib cage is stacked over your pelvis, because we're just going to sit cross-legged here. So if you're somebody that kind of likes to be here with your ribs open, I'm going to invite you to bring them closed. If you're somebody that's back here and has a hard time lifting up out of the hips, bring a block or a cushion, something under your hips. That elevation is going to allow you to lift out of your waist and get that length in your low back. So wherever we're at today, we're going to get set up here, and we're going to start cross-legged with the elbows into the waist. And we're not trying to pull them back here behind us, retracting the shoulder blades. I want you to just have your elbows into your waist, palms to the ceiling, roll the shoulders down, belly button to spine, ribs wrap in. Inhale, prepare, exhale, reach them forward. Inhale, elbows to the waist, exhale, send it forward. Good. And then noticing if you're hyperextended and your elbows can kind of lock out, try not to go to that fully locked place, because that also is going to help you stay connected to your back. Now on this next one, keep the arms reaching forward, elbows stay where they are, just like those hamstring curls we were doing. The elbows stay where they are, and you bend from the elbow, working the bicep. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach it out, turn the palms down, lower them to the knees. Now take a moment here, settle those shoulders down, draw the ribs in. Inhale, take your knuckles to the ceiling. We're framing our ears. Exhale, press the palms down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. And you want to notice here, as you're picking the arms up, are the shoulders really coming with you? Or can you keep those traps, the trapezius muscles on the top of your neck, can you keep them relaxed? And think of driving your seat down into the mat to lift your arms up. So you're finding that length from deeper in your back. Let's be here for 2. 1, now from the top, one arm stays, the other arm lowers, and change. And change. And there's going to be a little bit of a lift of that shoulder, but you don't want this to be what pulls it to the top. It only lifts because it has nowhere else to go. Here for 2, and 1, 1, both arms down. Roll the shoulders. We've got 1 more. So bring those elbows back into the waist. This time palms face in. Rotate your forearms out as much as they can go without, again, losing those ribs. And then extend those arms out from there. Exhale, you hug. Inhale, open. 7, 6, grow taller. 5, 4, try not to use momentum. 3, 2, 1. Bring them down. Now set those weights down on either side of you here. And we're going to start to warm up our low back, because we've rolled through our spine, but not against the mat. It gives you different feedback. So heels together, toes open, hands behind the thighs, lift up nice and tall, and then use your exhale, roll back, squeeze the heels together. And now you're using your arms here. I'm gonna take a deep breath in. As I exhale, I'm using a bicep curl to help me pull forward and lift. Scoop it back. Breathe in. Curl forward. And let's just do that a few more times. Give those shoulders time to breathe. Really start to warm up your lower back. And up. Last time. And curl forward and up. Now stay nice and tall here. Reach for your weights. We're going to lift those elbows. Let's start here. So we're going to curl back with the elbows to the waist. As you exhale and come forward, send the weights forward. And we're just gonna do sets of 5 here. It's a lot of rolling over the tailbone as well. So this is 3. Squeeze those heels, and more you use your inner thighs, the less you're gonna feel the front of those hip flexors. Last one. Now keep those arms lifted. Little curl of the pelvis and a bicep curl. Arms lengthen forward. Carefully not taking your shoulders back first. Curl, extend. Curl, extend. 2 more. Curl, extend. Curl, extend. Turn the palms down. Bring the arms down. Let's make a butterfly here. Reach your arms forward. Relax your shoulders. So this is a conversation I've actually had several times this week in regards to feeling neck pain when we do Pilates or any type of exercise, having this chronic pain and tension in the neck that sometimes leads to migraines, and almost feeling like afraid of doing certain types of exercise for fear of it triggering a migraine. And this work is so great for that. I have personal experience with this, and it's actually what brought me to Pilates, of having this really debilitating chronic neck pain and not being able to use my arms, not feeling strong, and then getting knocked out by migraines at just random times, multiple times a month. So Pilates really helped me put the pieces together, and it's a slow process of learning to use these stabilizing muscles in the back instead of overloading these traps. And you know, there are other structural things that go into it, but just retraining that shoulder girdle is really, really helpful in redistributing where you're carrying tension and where you are, you know, pushing or pulling or carrying from. And it makes a huge difference in your day-to-day life. So let's think about that now as we finish our weight section here. So we're gonna curl back, knuckles on the mat. At the back here, let's lift the arms up and come to the top. Press them down. Curl back. Take a deep breath in here. Now use your exhale. Press down through your seat. Lift the arms up. Inhale down. Let's do about 3 more of these. 2. And 1. Arms down. Roll through the back. Squeeze those heels. Press up. Now bring those elbows into the waist. Let's find our hug position again. Send those arms out. Bring them together as you curl back. You're going to open the arms. Exhale, close. Last set here. We've got 4. Keep those elbows lifted. Palms turn into each other. Active legs. Last 2. Wide back. 1. And up. Set your weights down. Relax those shoulders. Set those weights off to the side. Not too bad of a weight section. Let's turn it over. Relax those shoulders just a bit. So we're going to bring one ear to the mat. Draw the legs together. Just reach your arms back by your sides and start to open up those shoulders now. Feel that inhale. And then as you exhale, legs stay anchored, but belly button lifts. Fingers reach back. Shoulders get wider across the chest. They pull together on the back. Turn your head and lower down. So it's making kind of a dark shape here. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, reach weight into your knees, your toes. Make your chest light. Turn your head and lower. We've got 3 more here. How much can you reach your fingers back to your toes? Turn and lower. These exercises are so good, especially when we spend a lot of time driving or on our phones or on our computers or pretty much anything that we do in normal life here. Now keep the chest lift. See if you can open your arms a little bit wider. Squeeze them in. 4, feel your belly lift. 3, 2, reach through your pinky, pull through the thumb, and lower down. Now we're going to stay here. We're just going to reach our hands palm over palm behind your back. Try and bring them up as high as you can to your shoulders. And then think of that single leg kick. We're gonna do double leg. So both legs lengthen off the mat. They kick in 3, 2, 1. Reach back, chest up, turn the head, and lower. Kick in 3, 2, 1. Reach back, up, turn, and lower. Pull, pull, pull. Palms to the ceiling. You're not trying to hyperextend here. You're trying to keep a little bend in the elbows. Lift the chest, turn the head. Last time, kick 2, 3. Feet down, chest up, turn, and lower. Now from here, we're gonna bring the palms under the chest, tuck the toes. With your exhale, press back up to your plank. Palms underneath the shoulders, shoulders open a little wider, and you lift one leg, hamstring to the ceiling and rock your way back. Front, replace. Opposite leg, reach it back. Front, replace. We're gonna do 2 more sets each side. Breathing. Last set, reach back, front, replace, back, front, replace. Gently bring your knees down. Press your hips back. Take a moment here. Drop through those shoulders, get a stretch. And then bring it back. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. And we're going to come back into that plank position. Reach it up, chest open, squeeze the glutes. One leg lifts this time, kick, kick, and extend. Other leg, kick, kick, extend. One more each side. Bring it together, gently drop the knees, sit it back, take that quick stretch, bring it forward, and from here, we're gonna flip onto our seat. So, let's start first with the knees bent, feet planted, fingertips facing your hips, palms down. Squeeze your glutes. Find this tabletop position. Shoulders open, carefully not locking your elbows out. And then bring your hips down. Notice what's happening with your shoulders. Are they elevating towards your ears? Or is your chest lifted, lats engaged, and then you have a strong base through those palms and arms to press up to? One more time here. Now from here, try not to drop your hips. Rock onto your heels. Pull your hips back. Rock into your feet. Reach it forward. Scoop your hips back and through. Curl your chin. You're pushing away from the floor. This is a fun one that I wasn't planning on incorporating, but hey, it found its way in. And through. One more time. Find that scoop. Your belly button pulls you back. Back. And through. Bring your hips down. Stretch forward over the legs. All right. Let's come up to kneeling here. We're gonna do our kneeling side kicks. Okay. So we're gonna start right in the center here. Reach the arms out to the side. You're gonna tip over and extend the opposite leg right out to the side. Bring that top hand behind your head. Check in with your hips. Are they pitched back? Or can you squeeze the glutes and press them forward? Side leg lifts and lowers. Up and down. Let's be here for 4, 3. Then check in with that bottom elbow. Is it hyperextended or is it connected? Sweep front. Sweep back. Open that hip flexor. Good. For 3. Press through that bottom hand. 2. And 1. Now add the curl. Scoop it in. Round forehead towards the knee. Open the chest. Send the leg back. Find a curl. Find extension. 2. Open it up. 1. Press it back from center. Right up through the middle. Right away. Over to the other side. Press those hips through. Lift. Lower. Lift. lower, 3, 2, hold it up there. And we're feeling that fatigue, just like side kicks down on the mat. Press through it, use your breath. Front, back, one more, flat, and then we add our curl. Scoop it in, press it back. Find your curl, find your stretch. 2, 1, come center, press it up. Ooh, hello, glutes. Okay, let's take the legs over to the side. You can start with one knee laterally rotated towards the ceiling. Our side bends are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now we have our biggest one, our biggest side bend. So make sure your feet, knee, and hand are kind of in the same plane. We're going to use those legs, push down into the feet, squeeze the legs together, arc it over, bend the knees, bring it down. So you can see my pelvis is closer to my feet on the mat. And then as I press it up, it comes closer to my wrist. So you're really using those legs to get you into the side bend. 3 more. Up and over. Make sure your ribs are square to the front. 2. And 1. Now from here, scoop it and reach across to your opposite ankle. Come back to your side bend. Belly button up and in, scoop, reach to the ankle. Cut it back across. Let's do that 2 more times. Through, across, reach, hold, bend the knees, bring it down. From here, send those legs up and over to the other side. Hairs everywhere. Okay, bring the hand, knee, and feet in the same plane. Push into the legs, bring it up and over. One side always feels a little different. This side always feels a little more crunchy for me. So we do our best to just really pull the bottom hip forward and stay square. Checking in with the bottom arm, making sure it's not totally locked out, that you're feeling connection to your back. Last 2. And 1. Now we cut across, reach to the opposite ankle. Bring it back, flat. Twist, reach to the ankle. Flat. 3, 2, 1. And down. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna do one more nice big extension here. Come onto your stomach, turn one ear. We're nice and warm. Reach back and see if you can grab your ankles. And then see if you can walk your knees and your ankles together. And relax your chest and your shoulders down. Now keeping the abdominals up and in, low back supported, pull your heels in. 3, 2, 1. Flex your feet, kick them back, lift your chest, turn to the other side, pull, 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 kick back, chest up, turn to the other side. Last time, pull, 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 reach it out, and see if you can do a little rock. Send your knees back, your chest forward, and hold it up at the top. Release the legs, reach it out, your superwoman, press it down. Bend those knees, palms under the shoulders. Last time, come on up. Last set of narrow elbow push-ups, turn the seat on, open the chest, inhale down, exhale up. 4, 3, 2, 1, scoop your hips back, toes together, knees wide, bring your forehead down and rest the elbows. Open up that mid-thoracic there. Take a few deep breaths. And then let your hips melt all the way back to your heels. All the way into child's pose. Allowing your breath to return to normal. Feeling the buzz in your muscles, the blood pumping all the way through your extremities. Hopefully those fingers are feeling nice and warm now. Roll it up and in. Let's come to a seat in the center, just how we started. Take a nice deep breath, roll the shoulders down. Bring the hands up here. Give them a few opens and closes. Wiggle those fingers out. And then bring the arms up the outside. Palms together in front of your heart center. Drawing the shoulders down the back. Taking a moment of gratitude for spending this time with your body, on welcoming the winter solstice, this change of season by really tuning into yourself. Thank you so much for being here. I will be teaching live again on the 26th, the day after Christmas, and then the following Thursday. I hope to see you there, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.